Hey you guys, Sean with Go Gloves here, and welcome back to the second episode of my podcast, Spittin' Seeds. So I'm glad to be back on the podcast, and I was thinking of some topics to tell you guys. And I originally, as I said in my last episode, was going to tell you guys about the new updates that Wilson has done and that Rawlings is going to be releasing on their gloves. But I decided just to make a video about that. So check out my last YouTube video about the brand new 2021 A2000s. That was a really fun video to make. It was something that I hadn't done before. I screen recorded my laptop so you could actually see all the gloves, because usually I like to show the product that I'm talking about, but in this case there was just so many gloves that dude, it would cost me like a fortune to buy all those gloves. So I didn't do that. I just showed you guys on my laptop, and I thought it turned out pretty well. It's like an 18-minute video, so one of my longer videos. So I hope you guys go watch that and enjoy it. But anyways, on this episode of the podcast, I'm trying to make a little bit of a longer version this time. It is just me. However, next week I'm going to try to get a guest on for you guys. I'll tell you a little bit about my schedule that's coming up at the end of the podcast, but for now, we'll get into it. So I was trying to come up with some topics, and I didn't have any in mind, so I put a poll out on my Instagram story to see if anyone had anything that they were dying for me to talk about. And I put out the poll, and I have like almost 2,000 followers now, and I had 2 people respond to my Instagram story. So basically, I'm going to talk about those 2 questions, and next week, hopefully, it'll be longer because I'll have a guest and actually some stuff to talk about and pick someone else's brain instead of just try to ramble on about all I can talk about. Anyway, so the first question, or the first input that I got, was actually not a topic, but it was from a guy named Jay. And Jay, whose Instagram @ is picklethebeast417. That's a Sandlot reference, so hopefully you guys know what that's from. I'm pretty sure most people would, because this is like a baseball podcast, so most people know what the Sandlot is, or have definitely watched the Sandlot. It's definitely one of my favorite baseball movies. Just saying, I think it's at least like top 5 on anyone's list out there. Anyway, so Jay at picklethebeast417, he's one of the best dudes in the community, period. So he does a kindness campaign called #KindnessWins, and his whole thing is that he gives someone a glove or something like that, and all he wants them to do is to pay it forward with another act of kindness and have that domino effect until we can just spread kindness as much as possible. So Jay's actually given away almost 250 gloves. I think more than that by now. And Jay commented, and he said that he didn't even give me a topic. He just said, whatever you do, make it authentic, and the listeners will come. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to give you guys some more stories like I did last week, so you get to know me. Because honestly, I think that is what a big part of, if I'm going to watch someone's YouTube page, which hopefully I want you guys to watch my page. So if I'm going to watch someone else's page, I want to know them and know what they're about. So then there's more of a connection, or else it's just someone talking into the screen that I'm watching. And today, I'm going to tell you guys about how I started wanting to make content and YouTube videos and stuff like that, because in my last video, I told you how I got into buying, selling, and trading gloves. But now I'm kind of switching into that collecting and making YouTube videos to share with you guys. So now kind of bringing up the next generation of glove collectors or sellers and traders and all that stuff. So really how it happened was, I would say 2 years into my glove buying and selling journey, I knew I wanted to do something else that was beyond that. And I've always been pretty good at making videos and trying to make entertaining stuff. I would always make good projects at school that made my classmates laugh and stuff like that. And I watch YouTube all the time. My screen watch time has to be at least 3 hours a day on YouTube. So I knew that I was outgoing enough and had the right technological video editing skills to where I could make some pretty good YouTube videos. So I finally got a camera and started making them, and I am just going to try to keep going as much as I can, try to make informative, educational, and definitely entertaining videos for you guys. And hopefully, if you haven't seen any of my videos in the past, go check them out. I definitely would appreciate any support from you guys, and I'm just trying to grow this little channel that I have now. And a lot of the motivation behind it came from partially that I've just wanted to make videos and I was good at it. But also, I'm a huge fan and proponent of doing what you love to do, and that you only have one life, so you might as well do exactly what you want to do, and make your life as fun as you can make it. So I found a passion in baseball gloves, which it's okay if you don't have something that you're passionate about. Like, I know a lot of people that they don't even have something that they love to do. But I suggest if you don't have something, just like try everything that you can to do, and whether it be baseball gloves or hunting or fishing or anything like that, just try to find something you like to do. And even if you don't make a career out of it, it's just you have to have a hobby, something to get stuff off your mind and just to have fun with something. Anyways, I found this joy in baseball gloves, and I know a lot about them now, so I am trying to make that a lasting impact in my life and make a career out of it, and eventually help out a company like Wilson or Rawlings in either content development or product design or product development, anything like that. That's my dream. And growing up with, I had an influence in my life, and my mom, who was an entrepreneur, especially also in the sports industry, funny enough. But I saw her find something that she wanted to do and make it a reality. She has her own company now that she co-founded with my aunt, and they're very successful in that. And that was something that really sparked my interest. And I got to see it in person and see someone take their passion and make it come true. And I'm very fortunate to have that. And I'm trying to be that light to someone else, maybe. So if you have any questions, I mean, if you want to get into creating YouTube videos, or you just like baseball gloves and want to start buying and selling or trading them, DM me on Instagram. I'd love to get to your questions or help you out through the journey of yourself. So that's all I have for that little bit of a question, and I hope that gave you guys some background into my life and why I'm putting out these YouTube videos. So I hope you get to know me better, and now it gives you a little bit of a reason to watch my videos now, so we have that connection. The second question that I got on my Instagram poll was, would I ever buy a Rawlings glove? Because if you've seen any of my past videos, especially my glove collection video, which was all of the gloves I have right now, excluding one that I bought in the past, it is another A2000, so it's not a Rawlings glove. But in the glove community or the baseball culture, there's two really popular brands, as Wilson and Rawlings. These are arguably the top two glove makers out there. And there's a large debate among players, teammates, coaches, people who don't even play anymore, like adults, that are arguing over Wilson versus Rawlings. And in my opinion, I think it is way overblown, and that I would like to tell you guys, if you find a glove that you enjoy, that fits you, that is the right colorway that you like, the right design, just use it. Like, don't let anyone else's input try to influence you into buying one certain glove, or if your teammates all have one glove that they really like from this brand, just do what is best for you and what glove you like. And at the end of the day, if you're making the plays, there's nothing wrong with it. So personally, for me, I found that most Wilson gloves appeal to me. I like the 1786 and the 1716. They're very good patterns that have a nice thumb to pinky close. With that being said, I like designs and colorways of Wilson gloves more than Rawlings. Rawlings is traditionally a not very flashy glove company, which is not by fault, because a lot of players like that. And especially in the older times, all these players would love the Rawlings, the all-black Rawlings, the all-tan Rawlings. But that's just not the era of baseball that I grew up in. I got into gloves in 2014 when 2016. When the Casper was really hot, and the A2K Ghosts and all the glove of the months were popping, and Super Skin was in its prime, and all this really innovative stuff. So I didn't grow up with the classic looking gloves, really. I mean, I only had one other glove. I had one glove from when I started to when I was like 14, and then ever since I was like 13 or 14, I had a Rawlings glove for like a year or two, and then I had an A2000 ever since. So honestly, it is all up to preference, and I would buy Rawlings glove. Rawlings makes amazing gloves that are very high quality, and I have nothing against the brand at all, and I think they make great gloves. Personally, I just have a hard time finding a Rawlings glove that I like in a good pattern and the right design. And also, I don't play baseball anymore. I've graduated high school and I've moved on from my playing career, which I'm completely fine with, and I don't need to spend money on another glove that is just going to sit on the shelf. And if I'm going to spend the money on a glove, I want to make sure that I really love it, and I just have a hard time finding Rawlings gloves that I really love. And I'm sure if I go onto the builder, I can definitely make a glove that I like, but I just don't have any need for a custom glove right now. And if I'm going to buy one, I'd rather put my money into something limited edition or something that, is really special that not many other people can have. So that's all I have on that. I just want to encourage you guys to pick a glove that works for you, and whether it be 44 or Rawlings or Wilson or Nike or any other company, just make sure that you like the glove that you have and don't let any other outputs affect your decision in that. So that is all I have for that. Upcoming this week, I am planning a trip to Georgia this weekend, going to watch the University of Georgia versus Tennessee game, going to Athens for that. So I will be traveling for that. I'm going to vlog it. So I have a vlog, my first vlog actually, on my YouTube channel. I'm going to see how that works. I'm not sure how great I will be at vlogging, but you'll get to see my travel process there. Part of that video will also be my glove room tour, because I've shown you guys everything pretty much behind me. I've done a video on that, but there's like a whole other side of the room here that I've shown you guys on TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, you've probably seen it, like other parts of it in the backgrounds of my video, but I'll give you guys a full tour on that as well as a vlog. My next episode for the podcast will be with a guest, hoping to have someone in line that I've already talked to that said that would come on the podcast. I'm not going to say who it is yet, just to before I finalize it, making sure that we can actually get it to work. But who I'm planning on having, he creates baseball content and videography for minor league players as well as some top prospects in collegiate baseball. So that will be a super fun interview for you guys to listen to or watch. And that is all I have for today. Make sure you go check out my last video and then look out for my upcoming video of the vlog and glove room tour that will be coming out early next week, probably about Tuesday or Wednesday. So thank you guys for listening or watching. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions about anything. And thank you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next episode.